This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast. Hello, my Betsy.
Hello, my Marcy. Hello, my Marcy. Hello, my spooky stories.
Yeah. How are you, Bets?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
All right.
Today, I thought I would talk to you about the Coronado, the Hotel del Coronado in San Diego.
Oh, my God. Okay. I feel I've heard the name.
Oh.
But I don't know much about it.
I mean, it is an iconic hotel in San Diego. It's like this big, sprawling white hotel on the beach with a red roof.
Oh,
You've
my God.
probably seen it. It was featured in the Marilyn Monroe film, Some Like It Hot.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's the Coronado.
Now I know what you're talking about.
But more, what you're talking about, more specifically, I'm doing this one at this time because we're on the Thanksgiving train.
Is this a spooky haunted turkey?
It's a spooky haunted turkey tale. So the Hotel del Coronado in San Diego, California, is a beautiful hotel. It's one of the nicest hotels in the country. It's surrounded by beach and palm trees, sun, sand. The hotels attracted the rich and the famous and the wealthy.
Maryland, dude.
I mean, the real
Maryland.
Who's who. So the hotel itself was built in 1888.
Okay.
On the beautiful island near San Diego Bay. 4 years later, Kate Morgan checked herself into the hotel under the assumed name Lottie Anderson Bernard.
Okay.
And never left.
Oh, no.
So the 24-year-old arrived on Thanksgiving Day.
Spooky. Okay.
And she stayed for 5 days and then killed herself.
Oh.
At the time, no one knew who she was. They called her the Beautiful Stranger.
Whoa.
Also, there's a book about her called The Beautiful
Stranger.
That's from
Madonna.
From the Austin
Powers
soundtrack.
2?
Yeah.
Spice Shake Me.
Well, that song is about her.
Oh my God.
Eventually, they figured out who this beautiful stranger was, and they uncovered a tragic love story.
Oh.
So she was married, but she was estranged from her husband. It was surmised that she had arrived at the Del Coronado hoping to have a rendezvous with a lover.
Oh.
So Kate had been employed as a domestic, like a housekeeper in wealthy Los Angeles household. From there, she traveled by train to the hotel where fellow passengers reported that they saw a woman matching Kate's description in an argument with a male companion.
Oh, no.
And then he deserted her en route. During her stay, Kate was described as sickly and sorrowful.
Oh.
Also, though, but people were like, she was so beautiful. So, I mean, did she look sick and sorrowful or beautiful?
I mean, some people think that's hot.
I mean, like Kate Moss made it famous, right?
Oh, yeah.
The heroin chic.
Oh, okay, yeah. Shit.
Let's see. Okay. So she ventured into San Diego. She bought a handgun.
Oh, yeah.
And the San Diego coroner later confirmed that Kate had died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Oh, my God.
So people, so guests who stayed there have experienced her gentle spirit on the third floor guest room where she was staying.
Oh, my God.
Visitors say they have seen flickering lights, a television that turns itself on and off.
Oh, my God. What channel?
Hulu. I panicked and said Hulu.
That's great.
I panicked and said Hulu. Hulu channel. Let's see. Breezes coming from nowhere.
Oh my God.
Inexplicable scents and sounds.
Ooh.
Items moving of their own accord.
Oh no.
Doors that randomly open and close.
Oh my God.
And abrupt changes in room temperature. Unexplained footsteps
She's
and voices.
busy.
I mean, she's a coming to go. Honestly,
But that's what I would do, I would constantly be just knocking over stuff, opening doors.
You'd be like a drunk ghost.
Moaning. Yeah.
You're like, just paranormal researchers have been called in to investigate and have documented supernatural activity using their infrared cameras, night vision goggles, radiation sensors, toxic chemical. I mean, they have a whole
Wait, what's
fucking
toxic chemical
indicators.
thing?
Maybe.
What?
I don't know, a toxic chemical indicator.
Okay.
You don't have one, you gotta get one.
I gotta get one. How am I gonna know if there's a toxic chemical around?
You won't have an indication at all. There have also been Kate sightings in the hotel's hallways and along the seashore. Another very active area in the resort's gift shop. Items will fly off the shelf.
Oh, yeah. And we're not talking about because they're popular.
Yeah, not because of their great pricing, but they never break.
Ooh.
So someone's just like,
Snow globe.
put it down gently.
I remember I was on top of the Empire State Building and I broke a snow globe and I was so scared and I just swept it under under the shelf that was holding all the snow globes.
Well, I thought you were about to tell me a horrible story about you dropping it off the side.
Oh my God, no.
And I killed 38 school children.
If you drop a penny, it can split someone in half.
You could cut them
Let alone
in half.
a snow globe.
If you drop a penny,
It'll slice them all the way down in half, hot dog style.
if a feather falls off the Empire State Building, it'll kill a whole town in Wisconsin.
In Wisconsin. Oh my God.
Okay.
Ooh, we gotta go.
It's so pretty and nice. But so the age of this wooden hotel and its closeness to the sea may contribute to some of the reports of moans and murmurs in certain rooms and
the
hallways.
sea is spooky and loud
And
as
it's
hell.
salty and
just
humidity.
gusts of wind.
Absolutely. So it could be the chill in the air from the ocean fog, but many believe that strange occurrences are caused by spirits, ghosts, and poltergeists. One of the more compelling stories in May of 1983 involved a secret agent there to protect the then Vice President Bush on an official visit to San Diego. The agent did not last the entire night in the room 3502, which was not I don't know whose room that was.
Whoa.
He complained of feeling a breeze and seeing billowing drapes despite the windows being closed, gurgling sounds, and finally a ghostly glow that clung in the entire room.
What?
But, people think this is not an evil ghost. This isn't a malicious ghost. It's just a sad, scorned woman who couldn't live without her love. And then more than 125 years later, her story is still told. And it's part of the Thanksgiving legend for those who stay at the hotel.
Around Thanksgiving.
Yeah. But it seems like it's such an old hotel that it could have more than one ghost.
I'm sure there's more.
And it's enormous. Like,
if
it
was built in
big.
1888...
Yeah.
It's got a lot of ghosts.
Guys, it's chock damn full of ghosts.
Every hotel is. We've talked about this. Every hotel
Every
has
theater
ghosts.
is full of ghosts.
Every theater, every hotel.
Yeah.
Every old fort.
Every old fort.
Every
car dealership.
Every car dealership. A lot of spooky deals.
You won't believe it.
Marcy, that's so good.
Thank you.
We gotta spend some time there.
Oh, I think we would love to. Also, I was looking up some of the information. It was back when it opened, you could get a room and a bottle of Veuve Clicquot for $2.
Oh my God.
It was so funny because it used to be an all-inclusive resort. So it was $2 a day for your dinner and drinks.
Jeez Louise.
God, I would go.
God, we would have
ape
been
shit.
so rich back then.
All it took was $2 to
God,
get rich.
I wish.
Oh God, I'm swimming in pennies.
Yeah,
I'm fucking
I got-
Scrooge
You
McDuck.
got 4,000 pennies, dude. How
Shit,
many is that?
That's like
$40?
$400.
$400.
Nope, I can't do math.
No, I can't either.
I think it's $40.
$40?
Let's see. Nope, I tried.
400 pennies
Is
is
$40.
$4. Right? 100 pennies. Oh, fuck.
We're stupid.
Ooh.
Make sure that you tell your friends to listen
yes.
to these two idiots on
Two
this podcast.
dum-dums trying
You
to
say
do
they're
math.
the dumbest women in the world. They can't do math for shit. So just tell them to come on over, rate, review, subscribe.
Yeah.
And send us your own ghost stories.
Please send us your ghost stories or
alien
whatever.
experiences, Bigfoot sightings.
If you've been to a really cool old hotel, let us know.
Tell us the legends and lores that you know.
Yes, we love that so much.
Okay.
Thanks, Marcy.
Thanks, Betsy. Oh, yeah, Betsy.
All right.
Were you about to rip into your... Yeah, I thought so. I could feel it.
Is that Kool-Aid?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or snap into a Slim
Or
Jim.
snap into a Slim Jim.
Well,
oh, yeah.
oh, yeah.
Snap into a Slim Jim.
I am very excited. Betsy is very
I'm
excited.
so pumped.
To welcome our guest.
Yes.
She is a fellow podcaster and comedian. Her podcast is Woman of Size, Jana Schmieding.
Hi.
Did I get your last name right?
Yeah.
Because I think I didn't know there was an N in it for about a decade.
Well, there's an ing.
Yeah, but I didn't know there was an N in the ing.
Oh, so you thought it was Schmieding?
Yes.
Weird.
For a decade.
That's a first. That's a first.
For a
Usually
decade.
it's Schmiedling, as
Schmied-
if there's a little version of
Oh, cute. Little
Schmiedling.
Schmiedling.
It's a long one. It's a hard one. I get it.
Names are hard.
Yeah. I was a teacher for many years, and so I had told my kids to call me Ms. S.
Yep.
Miss
Yeah.
S.
Miss
It's just like keep it
S.
simps, kids.
And all of my favorite teachers are like, call me just Mr. B
Yeah.
or whatever. It's like, hell yeah.
Jana, tell us about your podcast.
Yeah, what's your podcast?
I've been on it.
Ooh.
Marcy's on the first episode.
Sweet.
My podcast is called Woman of Size, and it's a really it's a comedy podcast that takes a bit of a activist lens, looking at body-based and size-based discrimination that
Oh, shit.
women and genderqueer people experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had a first season, and then I capped it off.
Yeah.
At a 36 episode because it's just me doing
It's
it
so
all by
I
myself.
cannot imagine if producing it by myself would be so hard.
It was.
Yeah.
It's very hard. It was way more challenging than I anticipated it being going into it. But I met some incredible people and learned a fuck ton about, my own body, the identity of being a fat person, which is definitely an identity because it incurs a shit ton of discrimination in our society and our culture. And I'm going into next season. It's going to launch in the new year, and I'm going to get even deeper.
Yeah.
I'm going to get even fatter, baby.
We're back and we're fatter than ever.
Even
I'm back, and I
fatter.
enjoyed several holidays.
I was going to say, right after the holidays, a little bit fatter.
Need this
Perfect.
podcast now more than ever. I think on your podcast we talked about there not being any fat ghosts.
That was
We
my-
never see a fat ghost.
You'll never see it.
You never hear about people saying that ghost was fat.
And that
big
ghost
fat
was
ghost.
fucking fat.
I heard her big fat steps.
Yeah, you never hear, like I said, I'm hearing fat steps right now.
Its pudgy fingers
You're like,
reached out for me.
Yeah, it is always like skinny,
Yeah.
Which like, ugh.
Yeah,
Or like
because-
a
And then you're
fat
like, I'm not
witch.
scared of that ghost. Like, that ghost does not scare me. That ghost does not even deserve to be in this house.
Yeah, I wouldn't fuck that ghost. I'm not scared of that ghost.
Yeah, I'm only scared of the ghost I'd fuck.
Also, Jana is a sort of voice in the, oh God, how should I put this? In the, like, you raise awareness and you're one of the vocal people in my timeline talking about indigenous peoples and rights.
I am a Lakota native.
Oh, cool.
So I am I'm a mixed Lakota and white person, but I identify with my nativeness because I was raised as a native person, and I consider myself to be part of the native community in Los Angeles. There is a native comedy community, which is
Yeah.
That's
wild.
awesome.
I know, and we have such little representation. Like, it's such a fucking crying shame. But like,
Whoa.
shout out to the native comedians here in LA, like killing it.
Yeah.
Killing it on like not the main stage, unfortunately.
Yet.
But yeah,
Yet.
a lot of my content is native themed, especially lately, and I'm always trying to talk about native issues because nobody else
awesome.
is talking about
And
it.
you're not just one of those 23andMe natives.
No, I'm not an Elizabeth fucking Warren.
That like South Park episode where it's like, I'm 0.2% victim. Like,
That has been literally a joke in native communities since I
forever,
was a
right?
child. I'm telling you, people have been telling that joke that
Yeah.
like every white person is part Cherokee.
Yeah.
Every fucking white person has Cherokee blood. It's a fucking problem, man. I think it's hilarious. It's a hilarious problem. But like, I did a podcast a month or two ago where I was invited to talk about native issues, but it's a comedy podcast. So I went to the person's house who was hosting it, and like I walk in the door, and I've never met these people before, and they've never met me. So the guy was like, "Hey, really nice to meet you. So glad you could be here. Like, thank you for coming. So you're Native American, but like, what's your percent?" And like, that was the first.
That would be so. What if you said that? Like, what if you said that? Okay. Also, I just want to stop and say this to our listeners at home. If you're like, but I did that, don't get defensive and mad. We're not mad at you. I mean, I'm not because I'm a whitey.
Trying to figure it out.
But hey, you can just do better.
Yeah, I think I will say that I have gotten that question so many times in my life.
What percent?
What percent? What fraction? How much blood do you have? All of that shit.
I can like understand like a child asking their parents that just so they know. Because I remember I used to be so curious about like what I was as a child.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
a lot of times they're like, you have to do a family tree.
yeah,
or whatever.
I'd be like, how like French are we, and how like like it was a
Yeah.
big deal when we found out that we're not Cajun,
oh no,
we're just French.
Yeah,
So that
interesting.
means that our family did not migrate through Nova Scotia and Canada
Oh.
down. They just came from France.
Like Cajun went through Nova Scotia.
Acadia up through.
Oh,
I didn't know
I had
that.
no clue.
Yeah. So told a lot of jokes that maybe I'm not allowed to.
Yeah, I think it's. I totally understand the desire to want to know your heritage and your lineage. Like that is a normal thing. I think the problem with Native identity is that the enrollment rules shift from nation to nation, and it's more of a political belonging than it is a DNA belonging.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
all indigenous groups, many of them are federally recognized, some are not, and that makes us our own. We have our own sovereign nations.
Yeah.
Now, whether or not the fucking federal government feeds into that idea, even though there are treaties that created them, that means that I cannot take my 23andMe to the Cherokee tribe, say,
Yeah.
and be like, "What's up? Let me in.
Let me
give me my
in."
card," because there are fucking cards.
You
but
can literally be a card-carrying member of a
baby.
nation.
you can be enrolled. Now, whether that enrollment system is it's a paternalistic, like, settler imposed, government imposed rule. Like, it's not native nations being like, you know what, we should have enrollment. You know, it's more for people. Originally it was for people created by this thing called the Dawes Rolls, which was white people enrolling in native people in tribes so that they could give allotments of land and mineral rights.
I'm like, my mouth is agape because I'm like, I don't know none of this.
Yeah. Of course, we weren't told any of this.
No, nobody teaches this shit in school.
Nobody does.
We so stupid.
I mean, yeah. We so stupid.
We is so stupid. I don't. You don't. Your job on this podcast is not to school us on everything. You're allowed to.
I don't.
You can do as much as you want.
I don't mind, but
it.
yeah.
When we're recording, I'll probably release this just so listeners, a little peek behind the curtain. We're probably gonna release this around Thanksgiving, so I thought it'd be a fun one. For Jana, since it's that time of year where it's we've talked about it together that like this is a very traumatizing time of year. Fall is ruined for you.
Fall fucking sucks. I think for a lot of Native people, I love the season, and my birthday's on November 10th, and I'm a Scorpio, and so I'm really proud of that.
It's your moon right now.
It's my fucking moon, and it's just like it's one way after the other. It's like Columbus Day happens, and this was the first inaugural Los Angeles Indigenous Peoples Day. But before that, it's always been Columbus Day. New York will never fucking change it. But yeah, it's always Columbus Day, and then it goes right into Halloween, which is sexy Indian costume time. Yeah,
I was that last night. Sexy Sitting Bull. Just kidding. No.
I was like, Betsy?
Are you kidding? Of course not. I was a hot dog.
A sexy dog or a hot dog?
Just a straight up hot dog.
I was a big titted hot dog.
A big old titty hot dog.
So sorry for you, Dodger dogs who feel like you've been appropriated.
And then we go right into
Thanksgiving, which is a celebrated, we celebrate the Pilgrims. That has a really weird traumatizing effect on me because I think as a young child, and probably most of us, I had to do a Pilgrim as an Indians pageant as a kid, and it really...
That had to be so fucked up coming from
so fucked up.
Like, you're like, it's in my home. I have someone who is Native American, and now you want me to go dress up with feathers for a banquet?
Well, my mother was not having it. I'll just say that. So we ended up doing a lot of, like... local educating. So I spent my childhood basically teaching the white kids in our small town about our heritage every year this time of year. So you know what? I'm used to it.
You started teaching at a young age.
I very much did.
All right. So, okay. We're going to mute this for the moment. But it can always pop up when you want it to. And I'm going to ask you the question that we ask all of our guests when they come on this show, which is what, if anything, do you believe about the paranormal?
Oh my God. I basically believe it all.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the paranormal.
Yeah.
The one thing, like, I believe in fucking psychics. Like, I believe that we are surrounded by the souls of the past and perhaps the future. I believe that like the fucking space-time continuum in which we are currently existing may not be the only reality. I believe in fucking UFOs, bro.
Thank you.
Cryptozoology, I'm big time into it. I'm not sure about Loch Ness, but I'm not concerned.
I tell you what,
I'm not too worried.
Of all
either
the
way,
cryptozoology, Loch Ness is like the one that I'm like, I hope. I mean, it's a lonely experience for Nessie, but I hope she's real.
I do too.
I
think she's adorable and I like her. Yeah. I hope she eats
and she's
people all the time.
Basically a dino.
She's a little dino, which is awesome.
Dino DNA.
She got dino DNA.
So I wanted to, so you believe in the full spectrum of things.
Full spectrum. I have kind of a weird aversion to, I think it's creepy, but I don't necessarily believe in demonic possession, and I'm not sure why, but I'm going to assume that it goes back to its attachment to religion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you grow up religious at all?
I did not. I come from a somewhat of a Catholic background, and I went to Catholic preschool and kindergarten, but then my mom quickly got me right out of there.
Oh my God. The sentence Catholic preschool
I know.
is so... Whoa, man.
I know. I think it's pretty popular, especially in small towns,
Yeah, I
too.
bet.
I mean, of course. You're like, you take my kids? Thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Whoa.
But like, we didn't really go to church. I went to a lot of church camps with my friends, like in middle school and shit.
Yeah, okay.
Which, in my humble opinion, is not so much about indoctrination. It tries to be, but it's more about fucking fingering and making out, baby.
Yeah, it is.
Looking at boobs and talking about periods.
A lot
man.
of religion is getting kids to finger for 5 to 10 years. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, just finger each other. Don't have sex.
Just diddle the
Yeah,
holes,
please
guys.
just finger.
You can use your hand as much as you want. So now we're going to come back to... So one of the things that we hear all the time on this podcast, and every fucking story is like, it was an Indian burial ground. And excuse me for using the word Indian. I do know the difference. But that's like the thing that people say, that this is Native American land.
God.
And it's like, I know that all of the United States was... native land first, but not every fucking house can be on an Indian burial ground, right?
No.
It's crazy. Like, think of how many cemeteries we have currently today, and we have so many more people.
I mean,
there's just no way that there could be that many, right?
There's just also we are assuming that all indigenous nations buried their dead in the ground, and that's also not the truth. Like, I've heard about Alaskan tribal nations, like indigenous people of Alaska, or like different indigenous nations who like just leave the body on the ice for predators, it's like, or, who are scared of the body, or some people don't mind the body. There's like in my tribe, in the Lakota tribe, because we were a plains dwelling, migratory people, we had elevated burials. So it was like 4 poles and a plank, and would wrap the body, and it would exist in the air.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yes, and sometimes it was kind of a mass grave, but like, I think it's also like, to me, I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about this lately because it's Halloween, and I watched the show Haunted. Did you guys watch that yet?
Have you watched it?
I've watched the first episode.
You haven't watched the second episode.
The second episode is so upsetting.
It's so upsetting.
What happens?
Well,
I'll watch it.
Can we spoil it? I don't know.
Let's not spoil it completely, but you learn pretty early on in the episode that the adult woman who's telling the story is telling the story of a father who was a serial killer.
Wait.
Right? Is that the one?
I saw that too.
And it's
where they would like see him like carrying bodies out.
Yeah,
night and
insane.
shit, right?
He's a psychopath, right? He's like a psychopath, and she attributes his serial murderingness to demonic possession. However,
which is a very nice way to not blame daddy.
Right.
Oh, but that's such a...
There's like, I won't spoil it any further, but you can be your own judge. I love to believe people's stories. And one thing I will say about the show Haunted is that almost every storyteller on that show seems in some way or another traumatized.
Oh, yes.
Well, yeah, because the first one, I've only seen these 2, but the first one starts with that kid seeing a dude get hacked with an axe.
Also, it's like all done in like group therapy. It's like it's like family style therapy.
Yeah,
where like they're sitting in a circle in comfy chairs with like their friends and loved ones and like family members around, and they're telling the story. And some of them, because I watched the whole series last night, I like to party.
Ooh, that's how I do it, baby.
And some of the a lot of their family members are like, "What? Huh?" Well, like they've never heard of it for the first time. So it's kind of intense.
It is kind of intense. And especially the second episode. But I will say about the second episode is that the first sentence out of the storyteller's mouth is, I grew up in upstate New York. Our house was on an Indian burial ground. And then it goes into the whole thing about the dad and the demonic possession. And I'm like, wait.
But that has nothing to do with it. Like, no.
Because what it does, what she doesn't, maybe she realizes it, but like, or whether or not she realizes, what that woman is saying is, there's something here that was left behind by Native people that is evil, and now it affected my family.
And that's why it's messing up
and
my
that's
dad.
not fair
It's
to
not
do.
fair. I have been kind of writing this essay. I'm sure it's going to be released, so check it out. Well, I don't know when, but I've been writing this essay about this, and I've been doing a little bit of research about the Indian burial grounds, which literally has a IBG like abbreviation because it's been talked about so much in people's writing. Like you can find articles about it on AV Club and shit. I mean, whatever. IBGs, it's a real thing. And now we're in like such a like time where like South Park makes fun of it and Family Guy, you know, it's like a trope, whatever.
Right.
But I tried to think about what are the roots of the Indian burial ground. It started in like the late 70s with Amityville Horror, and like The Shining has an Indian burial ground. A lot of people think Poltergeist has one, but it's not explicit in the movie, or they don't ever actually say that. There's one other that I'm not thinking of, but basically I'm thinking about, coming from my research, I'm thinking about what is happening in Native communities at this time. What is the psyche of white people in relationship to Native issues that wants to create this trope, right?
Yeah.
And what I've found out is that, you know, the 1970s was a time in indigenous communities. That entire decade was essentially one big long movement called the American Indian Movement. And I don't know if you've heard of it, but do some research. It's very fascinating.
You talk about the scoop?
The 60s scoop is in the 1960s, but as a response to the 60s scoop, massive amounts of economic disadvantage happening on reservations, just like just poverty, like a lot of legal determinations that are being made for Native people, not by their community. And the civil rights movement launched this specific movement with indigenous people called the American Indian Movement. And there are a number of things that happened during the 70s. One is the occupation of Alcatraz, which you may have heard of, when a lot of people went to Alcatraz and took over that island and were saying, like, this is indigenous land. We demand fair treatment, blah, blah, blah. Another one is this, the kind of uprising, I guess you would say, at Wounded Knee, which is a small town in South Dakota and also the site of a genocide, like a massacre in the 1800s. And the FBI came, and it was kind of this like very violent battle between Native activists and the FBI. People were killed. Anyway, there is just this kind of uptick during the 1970s of Natives being extremely vocal about what we need to continue to survive on this land. Yeah. And we are sovereign nations, and we are speaking out, and blah, blah, blah. And I think that it created this kind of like weird sympathy from white culture about Native issues. And as we know, sympathy is an inactive feeling. Sympathy doesn't mean I'm going to advocate for you. It means I am aware and I feel bad.
Yeah.
And it usually ends up manifesting as white guilt.
Yeah.
And so how are you going to respond to feeling guilty about these issues other than maybe re-victimizing yourself and being like, oh no, but they are bad. And when I build my home, my new home, I'm a new homeowner and I build it on this land, do I feel guilty about it? Is it somebody else's land? You know, I mean, I think it's like, that is like digging really deep down into the issue, but kind of speaks to a level
Is
of
it
psyche.
haunted because people are mad at me, a white person?
Yeah.
That's what I think. Like, now that you like in the middle of you talking about that, I started thinking, I was like, is it that people were like writing stuff about like they were like, hearing these angry voices because like we're angry because we're not being treated fairly, and they just took the anger part of it and were like, they're angry, their ancestors are angry,
right,
and they're looking for vengeance instead of justice,
right? Or that we want to, basically revisit the trope that Native people are evil, as was originally sold, that Native people are savages, they're immoral, they're not Catholic. We have to indoctrinate them into the Catholic system. Like the Jesuit missionaries are the original like boarding school owners and the people who really tried to like beat the nativeness out of indigenous people originally. So there is a lot of this like what I think is also this weird Catholic shit, which is how you get an Indian boarding school trope that turns into demonic possession.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
yeah.
And I'll just say this to everyone. Your house, no one has to have died in your house for it to be haunted. And it doesn't have to be on top of an ancient burial. It can just... It's not saying that
to be honest, there's probably a lot of bodies
everywhere.
Yeah.
that we don't know about.
it could be a white person's burial ground. I don't know.
You heard us. You heard us. Your white grandma's dead.
I feel
Your
like if
Nana
it's a
died.
demonic
That is
possession,
so
it probably is.
I mean, demons
Interesting.
can't be human anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, because like,
Did the whole like IBG thing that did start in the 70s?
Yeah,
That
I think
is so
Amityville
fucking
Horror,
wild.
the written version of Amityville Horror, I think was in 72 or 73.
I mean, and I get why they were like, there's a lot of like, because like that land was all taken from Native Americans, like in Long Island, New York, Manhattan. That's all like,
That's all indigenous land. And I think it's interesting. Like, I think there's an article you can find that's about Pet Sematary.
Yeah.
And when Stephen King wrote Pet Sematary, there was a land rights issue happening with the Shinnecock tribe on Long Island. So, or in the realm of where that took place.
Like
so,
Maine or what, I can't remember.
I don't know. I never, I'm just trying to like explore the idea myself, and I'm the kind of brain that I'm like, I need to know the root, the context of the whole thing, so that I can like debunk it.
Yeah.
When I find it. Anyway.
I think it's so interesting because it doesn't like, you just don't need that qualifier. If you think if you think that your haunting is delegitimized by just being normal non-burial land,
totally,
then it's not. Just believe it, guys. All right, let's take a quick break and we'll come right back. All right, we are back. You have taught us so much. It's just the tip of the iceberg.
It's blowing my mind.
I love talking about it. I think it's fascinating to understand why we tell certain stories.
Yeah. It's so important.
Especially about the unknown. Like, the unknown is fucking fascinating.
Passed down from like generations and generations of people who were maybe scared of someone who lived outside the gates.
Of course.
Yeah.
And scared of people who are like, I don't believe in your God or whatever. And people being like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, then you're evil and you do crazy shit out there. Where it's
100%.
like,
no. We were saying during the break that in Chucky, in Child's Play, that it was like the root of it was that like it was a voodoo curse or something.
Yeah, I think the serial killer does a voodoo like chant to put his soul into the Chucky.
Oh, God. Also, if you watch The Princess and the Frog, there's the Voodoo King.
I mean, and there are Weekend at Bernie's too.
There are plenty of people who practice voodoo who are not malevolent.
No.
No.
Also, hoodoo and voodoo are not the same.
What's hoodoo?
It's another religion.
Oh.
Did you know that?
No.
I didn't
ever think they were the same, but I didn't know that hoodoo was a religion.
It is. It's another island religion. But it's not the same. It's not the same.
I mean, it's different.
Guys, we're learning so much.
We're learning. We're scared.
The biggest
I'm
thing
terrified that I'm learning so
that we
much.
really have learned is that being Catholic makes you believe in ghosts early.
And gives you OCD. A lot of people OCD.
Really? Because of there's a lot of like number, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Like 3
Of
times.
being like, I need to
13
knock 3 times.
Oh.
4 times. Like, I need to do 12 knocks. I'm getting better. It used to be really bad.
Fuck.
Knocking on wood. Where I would have to do it 3 quick, 4 times. So 12 total.
That's some straight up
And then
OCD.
if I didn't do it, I thought something bad would happen. Not necessarily God related,
Right, but just like-
it started
Yeah.
there.
You
it
would just
totally
like
started
trip
there.
a little bit on the way out.
I'll trip on the way out.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yes, because I didn't knock on wood 12 times. It's okay. I'm working on it.
You know, I
Getting
feel
better.
like and a lot of people have like little trimmings of repetition things that they have to do. I think
Yeah.
at least.
I definitely have a weird sidewalk walk, like a don't step on the crack situation. I have also similar spatial like OCD-ness where like if I'm driving, I'm not even gonna talk about it because it's literally so stupid. It's just so crazy.
I'm with you. I do a lot of weird.
My brain
stupid
needs to
stuff.
make patterns.
When
Yeah.
I was younger, I would not go to sleep if it's like I had a rule, like if it was past 11 p.m., I would not go to sleep if the number were on an odd number. And if it were on an odd number, I had to stay awake until 3 a.m.
Holy
what?
shit!
You couldn't just wait for it to change and then close your eyes real quick?
No, I had like it was like a certain time of night that I was like, well, if I haven't fallen asleep yet, I have to wait up till this time of night.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh.
3 is so late.
Yeah.
It's because I was worried about when the witching
witching
hour.
Oh my God.
Wait,
Yeah.
is 3 the witching hour?
Yeah.
Like 2 to 3 or
2 to 3. So if I didn't go to bed before, like if like I think it was, I forget what it was, but so many weird rules that I had, and I'm so glad that I don't have a clock in my room now.
Yeah.
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 Because you would think about it.
Yeah, I would still as an adult.
What is what happens at the witching hour? Like normally, is it different for every person? Is it just
I
a
don't know.
known hour?
Well,
that
there is
spooky
like a
things
time of
happen?
night that people wake up. Like that's just like a thing that happens. I think because the human cycle is like. Not long ago, we would go to sleep at like 8 p.m., wake up around 2 or 3.
Right.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
when people would fuck and read
Hell yeah.
By
Nothing like a
candlelight.
3 a.m. fuck.
and then go back to bed and wake up when the sun was up.
Yeah, and then go out to their farms and feed the chickens or
Oh, so
whatever.
many chickens.
All those chickens.
Right at sunrise.
I got Taco Bell at the witching hour last night.
Dressed as a hot
Very
dog.
scary. Yeah, I think I was still in my outfit.
All right, so tell us, Jana, do you have a story you want to share with us?
I do.
Yes.
And of course, I'm not going to stray from this indigenous themed show at all.
Great.
My story is actually about Sasquatch.
I'm so excited because we've not had a Sasquatch
fuck.
story yet.
I've never.
You've never heard? Have you ever heard of Sasquatch?
Have you never heard?
I've heard, but I've never heard a person I know.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, I will say that I think that I would have a lot more spookier stories if I had grown up on a reservation because spooky things happen out in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know that like the reservation that my grandparents are from, they're from 2 different ones and they're both in South Dakota and they're both that's where a lot of like government testing happens and there's a lot of UFO activity out there that people talk about and
The Black Hills, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, spooky.
I also know a lot of people from the Southwest, like the Dene people and, the Navajo tribe down in, real, like, A-bomb testing territory that also experience a lot of UFO phenomenon. But something that is unique to the Pacific Northwest, I grew up in Oregon, like in a small rural location about 20 miles south of Portland, called Oregon City, which is an old pioneer town.
Hell yeah,
my God.
Oregon City.
Oregon City. I'm sure it was haunted as fuck. There were all
I
these like
bet.
historical homes and shit. And it was out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like,
Yeah.
Now, where did we go to that wedding?
You went to
Sorry.
You were in the Pacific Northwest.
We were in, was that wedding was in like the woods in Oregon.
Yeah,
that place was spooky.
That's like where similar environment in which I grew up.
Okay.
So imagine that. It's like
we were
misty gray,
we were just
kind of
east
rainy.
of it though, of where you grew up then.
Yeah. I don't remember where his wedding was, but yeah. So yeah, Oregon City was mostly rural. So people have like cow fields and sheep fields, and there's a lot of forest out there. And it is known, especially among the indigenous tribes of the Pacific Northwest, I think that this particular breed of Sasquatch originates from the Coast Salish people, which is up in Vancouver, BC. Unceded Coast Salish territory, as the natives call it. And so I think the original name for Sasquatch is Saskets, SAS apostrophe QETS, Saskets.
Saskets.
And it's, but you know, a lot of fucking places have, a lot of indigenous places around the world have Sasquatch stories. You know, the Yeti is like
the abominable snowman.
Yeah, like these are like in Indonesia they have one. And like everywhere.
They got the skunk ape in the southeast of the United States.
Exactly.
Skunk ape?
Yeah, skunk ape.
Yeah, similar shit. So I think
that's what a redneck wants to. They don't have a beautiful sounding name. They're like skunk ape.
That's a skunk ape.
I saw that skunk ape coming out of the swamp. My people, hi. I literally have a redneck. Yes.
Yeah. So I think what I
do.
It's true. Marcy does have a redneck.
I think it's a blushing issue.
It's part of your heritage. I think so. Yeah. What I've learned about the Saskets is that, especially the Pacific Northwest version, uses the Pacific Coast Trail, which is this mountain range, the Cascades that go down the Pacific Northwest. You can hike the Cascades. You know, it's like called Pacific Crest, I think. Pacific Crest Trail. I don't know. It's just like a mountain range, and the Willamette Valley is within that mountain range. It's a valley area, valley territory. So they use that to like migrate north to south from Vancouver, BC down to like Northern California. Okay, so cut to Oregon City. This did not happen to me or my family, but a close family friend who also lived in Oregon City. So the father, his name is Bob. Bob told us this story about back in the 1980s, he was building his home on their land. So he purchased property out in Oregon City, a huge plot of land, like beautiful, sits on a hilltop, and then like 3/4 of the way around the property is like lined by forest.
Oh my
There's like
God.
a steep decline to like a stream, and then on one side of the property is a cow pasture for somebody else's property. So there were cattle in the area, and he told us about building the home. So he's a contractor, construction worker, like a carpenter. He's, you know, the kind of man who is able to somehow build his own home.
Isn't that awesome?
What the fuck?
Isn't that awesome?
My parents are literally contractors, and I'm not positive they could do it by themselves.
I think he probably had friends, but
Right,
then
but
there
even
were
still, it seems hard.
It seems fucking hard, especially
yeah.
if you saw this house. It's like this beautiful 2-story, very open floor plan, like
Yes.
windows on all sides. You can really like look out onto the property. It's beautiful.
Oregon's so pretty.
Yeah, it's like
Oregon's
wooden
so awesome.
and just like
So green.
so green. Very rainy.
Yeah,
It's like the rainforest.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this one night, it's like a summer night in the 1980s. This is before his kids were born. He is on the roof, like doing some work, hammering things down on a roof, as one does.
Whatever you do on a fucking roof, you know that.
You know,
Quit hammering up there. You're gonna make
Just hammering.
holes. Yeah.
He's making a roof. And he hears this distant, high-pitched, human but inhuman scream.
Ew. That's the creepiest description. Human but inhuman.
It's too loud to be a human. It is a bellowing scream that is miles away, but he can hear it, and it's just like a fucking like as if a inhuman thing is screaming at the top of his lungs.
Oh no.
So he hears it. He's like, fuck, what was that? Never heard it in his life. And that, he like tells his wife, Deb, hey, did you hear this thing? Did you hear this sound that I heard earlier? She was like, no, I didn't hear it. He's like trying to describe it to her, and she's like, that's crazy. I have no idea what you're talking about. So, a couple weeks pass, he kind of forgets about it. He's walking around the property one day, and he finds a huge pile of shit.
Oh my God.
Now they live right adjacent to a
human but
cow.
inhuman shit.
They live adjacent to a cow field. So of course the first assumption is, it's a cow shit.
This is a cow patty.
Yeah, cow patty.
Cow patty.
Because it looks like a big pile. But he's like, it was not cow shit because it had cherry pits and small rodent bones.
No.
And
That. Ugh.
I know.
Ew.
but one time I did see a video of a cow mindlessly grazing, and it accidentally ate a chick.
Oh, a baby chick? A baby?
It was like a cute little farm setting, and this cow's mindlessly grazing, and the chick runs right into its path, and it just
Oh my
and
God.
kept chewing and chewing. Like, what was that?
That's some weird grass.
That's bloody
Coughed up a
grass.
fucking feather.
Burp. Okay.
Yeah, I think that
It was the Chick-fil-A cows, actually.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah. He chicken.
Sorry. Go ahead. Back to your scat.
I feel like he also said, like, I just assumed it was cow shit, but it was on our property, and the cattle are enclosed in a fence, and they've never gotten out, and like run around the property. So he's like, this was like, I've never seen shit like this before.
This shit was bananas.
This shit was bananas. And he like, I don't know if he took a picture of it or whatever.
I do. Every time I think of shit.
Snap.
Send it right to my doctor.
Oh, God.
How am I doing?
Is this okay?
I don't know. I'm worried about
Is
it.
this okay?
Is it
bad?
ropey enough? Yeah, he told a couple friends about this incident, and then one of his friends sent him like a series of books about Sasquatch and like what people have just like little books about the studies of Sasquatch. Anyway, I remember reading them at their house when I was a kid and just being like, oh my God, tell me more. Every time I went over there, I would like rush to the bookshelves and be like, tell me about the Sasquatch again. But so one night he was, weeks pass, and he's sleeping in that house, and he is, next to his wife, Deb, and he hears the fucking scream again. And he wakes her up, and she wakes up and hears it too.
Oh my
They both hear it.
God.
And
Bob and
Deb heard a Sasquatch. And I think like ultimately that is like the end of the story. They didn't really have any incidences after that, but that's when like they started to do a ton of research and be like, oh, that like we live in the Willamette Valley, and this is like a trail for the Sasquatch, and it's highly known that
so crazy
Sasquatch like uses this, like a lot of sightings have been in the Pacific Northwest. And
Is it known that they scream like that?
yeah, like it has been researched that is the sound that they make, but only finding out this after the fact,
course.
like what would you think it was?
Well, the only other thing I would think it would be a mountain lion.
Oh yeah, they scream.
They scream like they sound like women.
Have
screaming.
you seen Annihilation? Did you see that movie?
No. The mountain lion screaming?
There's a part that was reminding me of your story, but we don't need to go to that.
But
if you've never seen
it's
it.
truly described like a woman screaming, but louder than a woman. So
Yeah, I think that this was more like not as a woman, but as a man's
like a guttural, loud.
Yeah.
That is so horrifying.
And just like echoing off the canyon.
Yeah.
God,
That's creepy.
that is so creepy.
So fucking creepy. And, you know, I've heard, growing up, I was friends with a lot of people from the tribes in Oregon and Northern California. And I have a friend who is a Yurok tribal member of Northern California. And she told me once that the Yurok people, or the natives of Northern California, and I don't know if I'm quoting her correctly, so please correct me, Northern Cali folks, if you are saying this is not true. But they, I believe, have a lore or some kind of experience with mini Sasquatch.
Cute.
Yeah, like half tall Sasquatch.
I want one.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and they're like known to be little tricksters, kind of.
Yes, of course they are.
That's like those little puckwudgies that
Oh,
are
yeah.
on in Northeast America.
Yeah.
From I forget which tribe that is. It's like that Nantucket area, whatever. I just can't remember because I have a bad brain.
Oneida, Onondaga. I don't know.
Don't know either. My brain's bad. But they talk about these little. I think they look like a little Sonic the Hedgehog, though.
Little blue, spiky.
Well, just like a woodland creature that's like smaller and like furry and like walking
Little tennis
upright.
shoes.
Little tennis shoes, a
Hell
sexy
yeah.
attitude.
sexy dude, sunglasses
A
sometimes.
spicy little guy. A real
And they're
trickster.
like, don't stand by cliffs because they'll push you off.
Whoa, that is not a
that's
trickster.
fucked up.
They're like, ha ha ha, this is a prank.
Yeah, funny prank.
Mean little
Dude.
prick.
Whoa.
You little puckwudgie.
It is so interesting of like with like Yetis and stuff where it is just like, well, why would it?
Yeah.
Why
Like,
would they be
so many
everywhere?
people have
You know, I think about that
the
too.
lore about it.
Yeah. And I always am thinking about the roots of it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know, because we really underestimate the length of time that indigenous humans have occupied land. We really, really only think about it from what we've seen in TV and movies, and we forget that humans have been around for thousands of years.
We only think about it, like, I think in America from when the first settlers got here.
Yeah.
So we think that's when they were here.
Exactly.
The 1500s. We don't think about the 1500 years before that they were here.
Yeah.
And the years before, 0 BC.
Right.
Like,
and before
human-
in
humanoids
80.
were hairless, and what we think of as how humans look now,
Yeah.
so I don't know, could it be that the two had existed,
Yes. Ooh, I
coexisted
just got chills.
at the same time?
Yeah.
And this
Yeah.
is just something that we continue to carry on, or that there are surviving members of those last
Ooh,
species
like-
of man.
Oh, that's fun to think
This
about.
is truly like an episode where it's just like, we got to learn more.
About
I
everything.
feel so bad about that sometimes.
No,
No,
we gotta
it's
learn.
awesome.
I think it's the whole point of that's why I think these things exist in the same plane as us, to challenge us and to like make us think
Yeah.
more about.
Yeah.
What
I
else
mean,
could
why
there be?
not? Why
Yeah.
not unravel the mystery a little bit, and then you
Yeah.
get deeper into it? It's not like I'm answering any questions here. It's like, I don't fucking know where
Yeah.
Sasquatch came from, but
it's fun to think
it's
about.
fun to think about.
Yeah.
That people were seeing Sasquatch thousands of years ago,
Yeah.
and maybe with more regularity. I mean, can
Yeah.
you fucking imagine?
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about the theory that they're just the reason why you've never found a dead Sasquatch body is because they're teleporting from another dimension. They're aliens.
I have heard that as well.
I could get behind
and
that.
I can get behind that.
They are are Chewie from Star Wars.
Yeah, they're just they're their own race of beings.
They're just a bunch of Chewbacca moms.
Yeah.
Remember Chewbacca mom?
Chewbacca mom. Yes.
2 years ago.
For like 5
She's an alien. I knew it. I knew
Fucking
it.
alien mom.
Yeah, I mean, there's that too, where I'm like, I always think, I wonder, and here's another rando theory that I think about is, are what we consider to be, for example, gray aliens, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Are they the future of humankind? Still kind of humanoid that are coming back to research
what we did wrong.
ancestors.
What we did
that just
wrong.
blew my damn
I don't know.
Oh shit, man! I gotta go to bed for a few days. That's wild. I like that
Because
too.
they have giant heads, huge brains that can do a lot of teleporting and shit.
sunscreen has gotten really good in the future.
Yeah, well, they don't
you
even need
cannot
it anymore.
burn.
They're just like their skin is made of plastic.
turned a color that like
Whoa, that's wild.
that's
Still
what-
fucking creepy. I think that's the one thing that I'm most afraid of is alien abductions. I have
very
prayed.
scary.
Did you watch? Is it the last episode of Haunted?
Sure did, and it
The
scared the
lady-
fucking
Is it
shit
an
out of me.
alien?
From my area of the woods. She's from Shreveport, but she
Alien
talks a lot about
abduction?
abductions. Yes,
Ooh,
and
that's spooky.
and I won't go into it too much, but I will just say the interesting thing about Haunted is, you know how like almost every like if you watch like I Survived or celebrity ghost stories or
Yeah.
any kind of it's like and then it never happened again.
Yeah.
And it just went
Yeah.
away. None of these stories end that way.
Nope.
They all end with,
like, still
and it'll
happening.
never get better.
Yeah.
Oh,
or like,
jeez.
I pray that it won't happen again, but I have no idea.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
they all end, and also like so many of the family members are like, what? They're all like half panicked. It is a fascinating psychological
It really
look
is.
at the types of people that have these stories and
Yeah.
how they're affected throughout their entire lives and how
Yes.
their families receive. Interesting.
I
Anyway.
feel like the title shouldn't be haunted. It should be like tormented or
Yeah.
something because they're truly troubled.
I think they pick people specifically to be like, are they haunted or
Yes.
do they need therapy?
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's
Because they do.
Yes, and we all do. I just went earlier.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
I mean, I was
It's
like,
a good thing.
I was like, I know when I don't have stuff to talk about, you're just gonna make me cry, and that's what she did. And she's like, it won't always be this hard. I was like, will we ever just get to laugh about stuff? She was like,
No.
well, I don't know. Bye. Have a great week. All right. Are you ready to listen to a ghost story?
Oh yeah, I'm ready, baby.
Let me get one for you.
Hi, girls. It's Madeline. I love the show. So, I wanted to tell you about something that happened to me back in 1985. Yes, I'm probably old enough to be your mom. I was 18 years old and I was house sitting in San Pedro, California. It was my first time ever living on my own. Now, 1985 is when the Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez, was running around L.A. And Northern California killing people in their beds. So we were all very much aware of this. And but I was, I was so excited to be on my own and first time, out in the world. And anyway, I had been out one night and I got home and I had just gotten into bed and I heard the kitchen door open downstairs, open, closed, heavy footsteps like a man wearing boots coming across the kitchen floor and then up the stairs and then into my bedroom. Now I was turned facing away from the open door, so I thought it was Richard Ramirez. I mean, you would have too if you were there. And I remember, well, two things. Number one, I just froze because, it's not always flight or fight. Sometimes it's freezing like a bunny, which I did. But also I had heard that if somebody breaks in your house and you're alone, you should pretend like you're asleep, which, I don't know if that's the best advice. I'm not giving anybody that advice. But anyway, the thing stood there, the man, whatever, for a long time. And I finally, my heart was pounding. I finally just couldn't stand it anymore. So I turned around, leapt, 3 feet in the air, and I said, "What do you want?" And there was no one there. So then I got even more scared because I realized it was not a person, it was something else. So I ran, I was wearing a nightgown, ran out of the house, got in the car, went to my friend's house, never slept in that house again. I just had to go and feed the cat sometimes. But anyway, when I let the people know, the homeowners, that I wasn't going to be staying in there anymore and why, they kind of said, "Oh, yeah, we have had experiences too because we do exorcisms inside the house." And the lady told me that she had twice been walking up that same staircase and felt something that felt like a monkey jump on her back. So that's my story. Love you guys. Thanks for all the laughs and keep up the good work. Bye.
Monkey? That just kept heightening so hard.
God.
Honestly,
exorcisms at our house?
Why the fuck?
Madeline, fucking great story.
Good goddamn
You
story.
tell details in a way that made me. We were freaking out.
We were really
It was a really
losing it.
short, succinct story, but holy.
Also,
shit.
bringing me back to my true, honest to God feeling that human men are scarier than any ghost
Every
could
time.
ever be.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
much
Like,
so.
oh my God. I can't
Holy
imagine truly
shit.
just laying in bed and being like, the fucking
Wait, and
night stalker is
why-
in my
you
fucking
were,
room.
You were really nodding when it was the stay asleep.
Yeah.
What? Why?
Because I've heard that I've heard that before from because think about it, if someone's in
they're
your
there to
house
rob.
at night, they're most likely trying to rob you while you're
Even if
asleep.
there's the night stalker going about.
I mean, yeah, they could try to kill you, but
with a bat.
but your best bet is to not go confront them.
True.
That's true.
Your best bet is to try to lock yourself or hide under your bed or but going to confront someone in the middle of the night in the dark.
Yeah, your chances.
Unless you have and there are apps that do this. If you heard someone in your house and you have one of those smart homes, you could turn all your lights on at once. Oh. And that might deter someone, possibly.
Shit.
But I mean, getting out of bed to go fight someone who's in your house sounds like a bad idea. Whereas if they peek in your room and they're trying not to, they're just I just want to steal a TV.
Yeah.
I just got to figure out how to unmount it. If they
Damn it, it's hard.
peek in your room and there's a sleeping person there, they would probably not do anything.
Whoa.
Because most robbers aren't murderers.
Yeah. You know, I lived in a house in college with 3 other of my friends who are still my friends, and one of them is my sister. And I feel like college is this weird time, and especially living close to a campus or something. There is we were broken into one time and we were robbed in the middle of a night, and it was the night of a party. So we were people had left
kid.
and we just assumed that it was a drunk person took my video camera, a bunch of my videotapes, my stack of CDs, and a bunch of shit. But there was one other night that I was laying on my couch. I was the kind of roommate who, when everybody else was like, let's go to the club, I'd be like, I'm gonna be here smoking bong rips and chilling with this big fat cat that we have.
Yes.
I'm gonna watch Sex in the City. And I was like laying on my couch watching TV, and the girls had gone to the club, and I heard the doorknob turn, and so I turned to look at it, and I saw the end of the turn, and the door go and just open just a little bit, and I go, hello, I assumed that it was a friend, or the girls were like, we're back, or whatever, but nobody fucking answered.
What?
And I was, like this woman said, frozen.
I feel freeze is a very popular one that we don't talk about often. Of like fight or flight or fucking freeze.
Yeah, I was literally like, in my mind, I was racing through the scenarios of, okay, where's the closest thing? Like, who's gonna walk in? Am I gonna know them? And if I'm not gonna know them, what the fuck? You know, like, why isn't the door locked? Or you know, all these things. So eventually, after literally like probably 2 minutes, which felt like an eternity, I got up from the couch, walked to the door, like looked outside and was like, nobody's here, and closed the door and locked it. And I immediately texted my friends and was like, get your fucking asses home fucking now.
They're like, we'll get back after we do one shot. We're going back. Jana needs us. Jana, we gotta go help her.
Okay.
That's always so much scarier. But also a monkey-like creature jumping on your back.
Oh no,
that's a mini Sasquatch.
Yeah, that's a mini Sasquatch.
That's a what is it?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
A Puckwudgie?
Puckwudgie.
Puckwudgie.
I don't know what the fuck. That's so
and for
scary.
them to be like, oh yeah, we do exorcisms. Like, no, that should be the first thing you tell everybody all the time.
You're leaving? Is it because of the ghost? Did I not mention the ghost?
God.
Oh boy.
Good story.
That was really good.
Holy shit.
Jana, tell everyone where they can find you and all your things.
Well, my biggest thing right now is this podcast. You can find it on womanofsize.com, or you can follow me on the socials at womanofsizepod on Twitter, Facebook, Insta. It's all there.
Yeah.
Also, you do a really, I think the podcast is really great because it gets into some deep, heavy stuff that's fun.
Yeah.
You do it in a fun way, but her live shows are just all fun.
Yeah.
They're fun and they make you think, but they're mostly just like a really great variety show. And I have really loved
a bi-monthly live show, Woman of Size Live, where I try to amplify the comedy of women of size in the comedy community.
There's a lot of funny fat ladies.
There really are. And we do not get enough love, in my humble opinion.
I just remember you played a really fun game where we made men in the audience answer questions about women.
Oh yeah.
And they're
that's a popular game I play.
Fun.
It's called Not All Men.
Not all men. Not all men.
That is so funny.
It's truly a fun show. You got to check her out. Jana, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
That was awesome. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy. And don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.